Welcome back to Ask the Expert. Today, we're joined by Daren Smith, executive producer and owner at Craftsman Films, based locally here in Provo, Utah. Daren, great to connect again, my friend.
So great to connect. Thanks for the invite to come on, and I'm just really excited to chat with you.
Likewise, yeah. So, hey, let's dive right in. Let's start with your background. I know a little bit of it. What brought you into the world of production and film?
Oh man, how much time do we have? No, it's interesting because people ask that, and it's a windy road, and I think that's the case for everybody. Like I went to university on a saxophone performance scholarship of all things here at BYU in Provo, and like that journey that started off like entertainment. I got into music, I got into live sound. From there, I went into post-production sound, and that's kind of the first time I got into the film industry. I was working on films like Forever Strong and some IMAX movies that Michael McDonough was working on. I was interning for him and fell in love with film. I'd always loved movies, but I never thought of it as a career. And so I just started pursuing it. I said, well, what does it look like if I went the film route instead of the music route? Well, I wouldn't have to stay up as late doing live shows on the weekends. And, movies have more money than independent music artists. And so it just all kind of lined up. And I started a company and then I started another one. And it all just kind of led to where I'm at today, where I set this goal in about 2009. I want to be a producer. I didn't even know what a producer was at the time, but my business partner was like, I think you should produce our movies. Like, I love that idea. What's a producer? And so I learned, I read, I went to conferences, I learned from other producers, and then over time became the kind of de facto producer in our company. And then from there went and did TV. And then I've done 4 feature films over the last 4 years. And so it was just this kind of windy road that started really wide and then just got narrower and narrower until it was like, okay, this is what I want to be doing for a living for the rest of my life. I just really am passionate about it. And I'm glad that it kind of found me and that I found it.
Wow, yeah, and what a passion too. As far as producers, I mean, you are, I would say, one of the best here in Utah, personally.
Oh, shucks.
But for the crowd, for the audience, what kind of projects do you produce, and who are they for?
Yeah, I've kind of produced across the gamut. The last 2 films are both family friendly and faith based films. So I did The Carpenter and Faith of Angels with Garrett Batty, and they were just really rewarding experiences. The first 2 movies I did were more like psychological thriller and a horror thriller, and not as accessible to a wider audience. And I realized after that second movie, I can't show this to my kids because there's some stuff in it that, horror movies have. And as much fun as it was to produce and be on set and experience how these things are made, the reason I make movies is to share them with people. Like the peak experience for me is twofold. I'm either on set with the crew and the cast, and I'm experiencing the magic of making the movie. But after that's done, it's seeing the movie in theaters with a whole bunch of your family and friends. And those first 2 movies, I didn't get that experience. I was like, man, well, I'm doing it wrong if I can't get the outcome that I want. And so it really became what I'm doing now is producing films that change people for good. It doesn't always have to be a faith-based thing, but I want to be able to take my 11, and 14-year-old sons to the movie theaters, to the premiere, and to have them see that like, wow, this is a movie dad made. And I want my dad to fly out and come to the premiere and bring his wife and bring my 90-year-old grandma. And like, I want that experience. And so the movies need to align with the type of content, the type of movies, the type of experiences and stories that they want to have.
Yeah, I would say, and I realize that this has become kind of a buzz phrase a little bit, but I would say that you found your why. And really, a lot of that is focused around your family, focused around being able to create content that can go across multiple age groups versus people that are exclusively looking for horror that aren't going to be easily offended. That, it's much more broad in a good way, though. And Garrett's a rock star. I'm so glad that you've been able to work with him.
Me too.
So thank you so much, Daren. Always a pleasure, my friend. To learn more about Daren Smith and Craftsman Films, visit dailynewsnetwork.com.